Hello friends, welcome to JavaEE JSP tutorial. In this video, we are going to look at JSTL tag. So we will see how to use get and set variables using the JSTL tags. So JSTL is a Java standard tag library. Here, since we are using Wildfly 10.1, yeah, special setup is not required for JSTL libraries. So it will be shipping with the Wildfly 10.1 and you can directly start using it. So JSTL is a Java standard tag library. So these libraries are useful for JavaEE web application development. So in the past few videos we are doing the web development, and these tags will help execution, looping, XML processing and DB access, all those stuff. So it's simply a supporting tag that you can use with your JSP pages. So using these, you can provide a conditional execution, you can provide loops, XML processing, DB access, all those stuff. So in this video, we will see how to use JSTL library, Java standard tag library, to declare and use variables. So here, if you see in the below code snippet, we are using tag lib. So in the JSP directive, we are using the keyword called tag lib, and URI we are using JSP JSTL core, and we are giving a prefix C. So you can provide any prefix. Here we are giving prefix C just to denote core library stuff we are going to use here. So set tag is used to set a variable, and if you want to see an example, okay, so the set tag is used to set a variable, and once set, its value can be fetched using $var. That means using the set tag, you will actually set this variable. Then in the different part of the JSP page, you can use $var close curly braces. So using this notation, you can access the variable. So once you see the example, you will understand it clearly. So here below example shows creating and using variables using JSTL tag. And if you see here, this is the tag we will use. Set is the tag, and the prefix, if you see, we already stated that we are going to use tag from JSP JSTL core. So once we open the angle bracket here, we specify our tag prefix C. Then from that prefix, that means the set tag which is defined here. So here if you see, we use a prefix C, and the prefix C denotes the tags defined here in this space. And C set, this is our variable name var, and the variable we are creating here is num1. We are also specifying a value of 10 here, and the scope of this variable is a page scope. That means once it is defined, let's say this is our JSP page with the set tag, we defined a variable num1, and this can be accessed anywhere in the page since we set the scope as page. That means within the page we can access this num1 variable. And similarly, if you see here, once again we are using the C set. Num1 is the variable, value is 5, and scope again we are setting it page. So that means in this two statement we defined a variable num1 and we assigned a value also, or we associated a value to this num1. So later here, if you see, we are using the C out tag. So this C set tag is to set a variable, and out tag, this tells that we want to output something. So here value equal to, you can simply specify a string, say for example C out. So the usage of this out is, I want to put some value to the console, to the browser session. So here if I say hello, this will get printed in the browser window because this is part of the JSP page. So here we put C out value equal to hello, and that will get appended. Say for example, if I have a h1 tag here, some text, then we can use like this also. So this is simply outputs the value hello here. And since this is the tag that is coming from here, JSTL library, so we can print the content of a variable also. And if you see how we are accessing the variable, dollar curly braces, then the variable name comes into picture, number1. This is our variable name, then close the curly braces. So if you see here, we are just taking the content of this num1 and we are printing it. So that's what we are doing here. Similarly, here we are printing the num2, content of num2 we are printing. And you can see that this is the standard HTML P paragraph tag num1. Then this one is coming from our STL, standard template library. So this entire cout tag is from standard template library, and in which here we are accessing our variable content num1 and num2. The same way HTML Java standard template library, a tag library, not template library, Java standard tag library. Alright, that's all here. Now we will go to Eclipse and try this example. Now we will open our workspace. And we will create our new JSP file. So here we are choosing a new JSP file and click finish. So first we are saying that we want to use the tag library from JSP JSTL core namespace, and we are prefixing it as a C. That means we are telling that this is the URI and it defines many tags, and I want to refer those tags with prefix C. That means inside here I will refer those tags with this prefixed C letter. So here inside the body tag As already explained in the slide, you can see that we are defining two variables, number one, number two. Under a page scope, we also have a value for this. So with a paragraph tag, we are saying number one, then we are printing the content with the use of cout tag. So it states that it's like we already looked about the expression, right? JSP expression language. So it's like that. Similarly, here sets the result of expression, the evaluation in a scope. So here is our expression evaluation number one, and value we are assigning it to this number one. Here you can actually use the expression also, that we will see later. Alright, now we are done with this JSTL basic example. Now we'll go to our server. We'll start our server first. So server is started. Here I'm adding the JSP example and I'm clicking finish. So you can see JSP example is deployed. Now we will run our first Java standard tag library that's used with the JSP. We will run this, run on server. So you can see num1 and our expression is evaluated, or the variable content is printed. You can see here side by side we assigned, then we assigned num1 with 5. When we printed num1, this is from the paragraph, then this is from the JSTL tag library cout. And you can see how we are referring the variable. So the variable is assigned here. When we are referring it, we place a $sign, then within curly braces we specify our variable name. So that's how we refer here. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.